Hey everyone, John Henry here, and today in the market psychology video, we're going to be talking about a relatively strong trend type day. Now, just looking at this chart alone, the RTH chart really doesn't show us that strong trend. It's kind of hard to see here. But what you're not seeing behind the picture here, behind the screen, is this bad boy, right? So we have a huge downside move overnight in the ETH session, the electronic trading hours, and that is being followed up with a relatively strong open in the sense of the downside, right? We're seeing the sellers dominate the market all morning. I mean, just look at this drive down. The last thing you want to be doing right now is be a buyer. Now, if we take a look at the overall downside picture, we had a very small gap down, nothing really too surprising. The day before could have been just a small little bear flag and a breakdown, so sellers are anticipated to take this lower. But we see the buyers try to pick it up after that initial move down on that first 5-minute candle. They follow it up with some decent movement and then are immediately shut down. Now, that's a big clue because the buyers, there are a lot of buyers that are stuck in this now, right? We know that a lot of buyers may have taken this thinking, oh yeah, we're probably going to go up, this is just a down move and a morning reversal back up, and we're probably going to fill the gap, and maybe start a new uptrend. But if they weren't paying attention to the overnight session and what was happening behind the scenes, they missed that massive drop lower because right here, you don't really see it, right? It's just a small gap down in the morning. So you really need to pay attention to both time frames, and this is a beautiful reason why. So we open up, heavy duty bears that have been selling all night come in and they see this potential little correction right here. That is a place that they want to become sellers. Now, sellers who missed that information, they see that huge candle. Nobody really wants to sell all the way down there, right? Not after a big candle like that. So they're going to wait for a slight pullback. They don't want to sell down here. They want to sell somewhere up here or up here. We come back, you get a beautiful entry bar that tells you exactly what you need to be doing. Closes right on its lows in the face of all of this bearishness after the sellers have already dunked the buyers. That is a beautiful reason to sell this down, looking for those lows again. And you can see that humongous follow through, right? Now we get to the lows again, same situation. We have a huge bear candle, nobody wants to sell down here. And in fact, last time we saw a one tick trap for the aggressive sellers that got stuck in. So we see another huge candle right at the lows. Are we going to sell into the low of that? Probably not. You're probably going to see pretty much the same, a one tick trap, and it reverses back up. So we have a strong reversal back higher, and all that manages to do is get back to that prior swing high, immediately go into a doji, into a strong bear rejection. Now that shows us a couple things. We know that sellers have been in this for quite a while, and their stops were probably above that high. They just got trapped out of the move, right? So now we know that sellers are flat. They're going to want to chase this move after they see a candle like this, thinking, crap, it whipped me out. I got stopped out to the tick. I need to get back in this because I know I'm right. They just happen to tap me out. So they chase the move down. You also have sellers seeing this, new sellers that is, as a potential to say, well, hey, look at this nice little pullback. I can jump in that and slap it back down again. So another beautiful reason to get back in, knowing new sellers will come in, both in the form of new sellers, as well as in the form of earlier sellers that got stopped out and are going to miss the move if they don't get back in. And these are where you get these nice moves down. Now you can tell they weren't looking for much. They're just looking back to the lows again, because every time we get down to those lows, we begin seeing those traps. So you get that nice big bounce, profit taking off of that area, and we get stuck there for a little while. Now that we're stuck here, we need to see the buyers fail. We need to see it fail relatively strongly, right? We need a very clear sign that the buyers really gave it their all and they just couldn't do it, right? That's a nice strong bull candle with bad follow through, but that's not really giving it their all. We need to see more than that, right? Then we get this huge blow off candle. You can tell the sellers were trying, and then this massive bull candle comes out. If that is real buyers, they should be able to follow that up with an extended move up. But look at all the wick on the top, right? That's a lot of weakness right there, and they couldn't even break the prior swing low, or the swing high rather, even any of them. So we know that a lot of buyers are in this move, judging by the size of the candle. Now we need to see what their follow through is, right? Do they have enough oomph to really get this thing going, hit it in the butt and let it go? And well, unfortunately for them, they turn right back around into a hugely bearish candle right back lower. Now it is an inside bar, but that being said, the inside bar, it kind of makes sense in this situation. If the buyers gave it their all, it wouldn't be a surprise to see the buy candle or the bull candle be massive. So the next follow-up candle is likely going to be small. But any bull that got in sees that candle, they're going to exit underneath it because they know we gave it everything and we still can't get it going. We need to wait for a little bit. So a very likely exit point for buyers and a beautiful area to become a seller and drive that market right back down, knowing that the buyers are going to give up. And that is where that humongous candle comes from, just knowing that the buyers, they gave up. Right? They knew they didn't have enough bullets in the chamber, and well, that's what happens when you see this one side give up. Bears very firmly in control, very strong trend day, but a tricky one because you have to be paying attention to the ETH, the electronic trading hours, as well as the regular trading hours to know what's going on. So, beautiful example of market psychology at play along with technicals and using traps on a strong trend day to your advantage. And that's really going to do it. So hopefully you found it useful. Hopefully you found it informative, and we'll see you next time.